just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Powering his way forward. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Howard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. These two teams all tied after one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. 2nd and 5. And a catch right side by Evans. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Check 24, check 24. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Come on,
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. You that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They go play action here on first down. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Luck's good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. Nope.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Sean Murphy Bunting got him down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. "36 yards on the punt with no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check 56. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now back to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Campbell making the catch. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, pick it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Back to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New Orleans, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.